So guys, in case some of you are not familiar with this song, it is called I'm Not Racist. You're probably wondering why we're dealing with it. Well, because we're a bunch of clickbait whores. Also because at the end of the day, the fact is it is popular and it is dealing with political topics. That is obviously something we want to deal with. So yeah, we're going to go through, talk about this. I'll stop it every 10, 20, 30 seconds so we don't get hit by copyright. And at the end of the day, we'll give you my thoughts. Main reason is because I've seen a lot of black community give their views on this. I haven't actually seen too many white guys do it. So you're about to get your expressions or your get your information from a white raccoon. But yeah, like I say, main reason we're doing it obviously is political value. Second reason was, well, because we're whores. Let's go.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black.
That's actually a really, really good point, and let's talk about that. So at the end of the day, this is something I've brought up before. If a black person says nigger, it is very much a case of greeting or like hello, like for example, hey brother sort of thing. Where if a white guy says it, a lot of people take it as a bad sort of put down sort of term. It is that very double stereotype. Now at the end of the day, I used to have a friend who was from South Africa and he did not really care about me calling him nigger, for example. I'd go up and say, hey, I'm a nigger. And I'd sort of give him a hug and everything along those lines. Shit, we used to joke because we used to go around telling people we're brothers. Which was basically us just trolling people in real life. But anyway. But at the end of the day, he did not care. In fact, it was more the other people around us who used to care more about me saying it than him. It just got to the point where I just stopped saying it for... Yeah, it was getting ridiculous. But he really did not care. So some people don't care if you say it. And it does depend on how you're actually saying it. Although a lot of people take it as the bad connotation. To be honest, if you don't want people to say the word, don't go putting it in every song.
Pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright.
That's actually a really good point too. What, slavery was what, 150 to 200 years ago? Man, you weren't there, okay? Don't try and give me this shit that you're still repressed, okay? And at the end of the day, if you want to go talking about family that was in the slave trades and everything like that, what are we going to go talking about? Your great-great-grandmother? Leave it alone, man. Like, seriously. You do realise that if you go back further enough, there were white slaves too, right? Yeah, Muslims actually took white people for slaves. Don't see us complaining. So at the end of the day, completely agree with what he's saying, you know? You weren't there, man. Just give it a rest.
Look, I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor, or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals?
That's a good point too. Let's talk about, for example, black people and single parents and whatnot. 80%, I think it was around 80% of black community have single parents. You know? Dude, you don't need to sell guns. You don't need to sell dope, you know? Like he says, go and claim your son. Don't go claiming weed or any of that sort of shit, man. You know, at the end of the day, the choices, they're yours. You make your own choices in life. I could have gone and sold dope. I had friends that were dope dealers. I could have gone and joined them. I didn't. I went and worked my ass off at a 9-to-5 job. Since I'm 15, I've been doing that. I didn't go and sell dope. What's your excuse? Huh?
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you're proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face!
Yeah, see, I agree with this guy. And I'm not disagreeing with him because he's white either. No, look, at the end of the day, he's right, you know. Like, you guys, you go around selling drugs and carrying guns and stuff, dude, That's your responsibility. They're your choices in life. Stop trying to blame everybody else for what decisions you've made in life. You're the one that wakes up in the morning and decides to go and get a gun. You're the one in the morning that wakes up and decides to go and sell dope or not go and work at Walmart or whatever it may be. Choices are yours, bro. You make your own.
You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about people going through and blaming everybody else's for their choices. He's right, the Black Lives Matter activists, how many of them sit there and blame Trump or blame the white man for their situation? Dude, what? White man put a gun in your hand? Fuck off, man. At the end of the day, let's talk about YouTubers. We have black community YouTubers who are making an absolute fortune. Like some black guy. Why did he go through and start making YouTube videos instead of getting guns and dope and everything along those lines? And I know it's not all black people, and I know there are white people that do the same thing, Like I said, I've had white friends that turn to drug dealing. To be honest, though, I reckon a lot of people do it because it's a quick buck and it's easy money. That's why they did it. They did it because they wanted the $1,000 to $1,500 a week. And they didn't want to have to work 38 to 60 hours a week to do it.
My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black.
I don't agree with him when he goes on about I'm not racist and he goes through like his brother's cousin, whatever. I don't think that matters. I don't think that is any relevance to him. But yeah, he's talking about the stereotypical, I can't be black because I have a black family member, or I have a family member dating someone who's black, or I have black friends, whatever it may be. Look, at the end of the day, I know people counter that by saying, you just because you have a friend doesn't mean you like them. To me, that's a load of crap. If you have a friend, you generally like them. That's why you're your friend. So at the end of the day, yeah, I agree with what he says to a certain point. I don't agree with the whole cousins, uncle, unkies, uncle, whatever family tree line. I don't agree with that term, but if he has a sister that's dating a black guy and he doesn't care, then obviously he's not racist, is he?
My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist.
I disagree with people when they say about keeping the Mexicans out. The fact of the matter is, and I think someone else has also mentioned this in one of his videos, the last time on the border, there was 150 different countries trying to get through that Mexican border. Yeah, sure, the Mexican border is a issue, but it's not just Mexicans that come through on that border. It is Syrian, it's everybody. They all go to Mexico, or they all try to get to Mexico, and then they try to cross the border from there. So at the end of the day, it's not just the Mexicans or trying to get the Mexicans out. It's immigration. I really wish people would stop saying, we're going to build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. No, you're going to build a wall to keep immigration, illegal aliens out. There's a difference.
And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my god! And
let's talk Tupac and let's get a few people upset. So look, at the end of the day, I love Tupac's message about, I'm going to change and, we need to all change and everything like that. But let's be real. The guy was shot in a freaking gang attack. How are you going to go about singing about change when you're going to get shot down by gangs literally that night? Come on, man. You sing about change, but how about you start with yourself? And he does have a point, this guy, white America, for example, they worship Steve Jobs and Einsteins and everything along those lines, and some people in the black community, not all, I know, I'm going to say that a lot, but hashtag not all, but people look up to Tupac and, and all these sort of guys. Why do you want to be a gangster for? Look, how many white people do you see running around going, yeah, I am, Bonnie and Clyde was the bomb? You know, like, yeah, sure, there's a few, but I'll tell you now, there's a lot more people in the black community that like Tupac than there is the people in the white community that like Bonnie and Clyde.
You care about his rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president.
Yeah, that's getting back to the whole blame thing. It does happen a lot too, you know, people blaming everybody for everything. At the end of the day, the fact is that, you know, like I say, you make your own beds. You make your choices every day, man. It's up to people if they want to go out, sell guns and sell drugs and everything like that. Hashtag not all, I know. But if you do, man, that's your choice. Your decisions, your choice in life, man. You make them.
Watch your class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga.
I'm guessing that's a shot at the NFL, and I have a big problem with the NFL doing the whole kneeling thing because, dude, what? How much money do the NFL players make? What? How many millions a year? And they're going to go talking about being repressed? Come off it, man. Drop that shit. Who are you trying to fool? You know? Fuck that shit. You want to talk about repressed? Let's talk about how many white people are in the NFL. Huh? How about some diversity there, brothers? Yeah, no one wants to fucking talk about that, do they?
I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more.
A lot of people had problems with Eminem's rap. It was very much the tribal sort of mentality. If you were pro Donald Trump, you hated the rap. If you liked Eminem and weren't pro Donald Trump, then at the end of the day, you liked the rap. So yeah, it was very much split along those tribal lines, and I think it was a mistake. I think any artist that comes out and takes a shot politically, dude, you're making a mistake, man. Big mistake.
It's like you want to be so famous, you'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on, take that do-rag off, take that gold out your mouth, quit the pitiful stuff, and then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. So what the fuck?
How many times do you see the people walk around with the fucking... And it's not blacks too. I've seen whites do it as well. So yeah, it's not blacks. It's not just blacks, it's everybody. But, you know, like even white people walk around with their baggy pants on. You're like, dude, like... I have a friend once who walked up to a homeboy and white guy with the pants around his knees sort of things. He turns around and he says to him, I feel sorry for your mama. The guy's like, why is that? He turns around and says, because your mama don't know what size pants to buy you. But look, at the end of the day, that guy has a bit of a death wish, actually. He's a good mate of mine, but yeah, still, death wish. But, you know, like I say, at the end of the day, he's right, you know? Like, what do you want to walk around looking like a gangster for, man? You go on about the cops wanting to shoot you and wanting to kill you. You go around strapped, pants hanging around, pulling guns out and shit. No wonder you're getting friggin' killed. How about you start acting with some self-respect?
I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
So now I'm going to guess we're going to get the usual other side of the argument, the stereotypical. At the end of the day, I like the fact that they put the white guy with the beard, the Make America hat. I really wish they got a decent Make America hat, but anyway. That's the typical white Trump voter, and this is the stereotypical black guy. I'm glad they actually kept with that and didn't try and, you know, just make one stereotypical and not the other. So it's kind of good that they're both like that. It's got the seashell and everything in his head, but yeah. Let's see.
I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that?
Okay, let's deal with that. Okay, just because someone says all lives matter is not a protest against your Black Lives Matter. In case you're not familiar, all lives counts as black lives. When people say all lives, they literally mean all lives matter. Alright, there's no subtle context or anything that says white lives, every life matter except black lives. It's not that shit, okay? Literally, all lives matter means that. All lives matter. Now, I get why people go on and get shitty. I think it's personally because you're trying to balance the scales. I don't know. I don't get why people get upset about it, but someone will explain it to me one day, perhaps. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, just because someone's saying all lives matter does not mean they're trying to say that you don't. And at the end of the day, aren't we supposed to be all about the...
And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends.
That's actually a good point. And, like he says, we shouldn't say it, but we do. At the end of the day, I'm glad, someone said that. Who knows, maybe we'll stop all saying the word.
Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history.
So I disagree with, you say that when white people say it, they're trying to keep you under. No, not really. Sometimes, man, it's just a saying hello. So, yeah, I disagree with what you say there, but at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, but, yeah, I disagree. But, then as for also dealing with the whole, I wasn't directly affected by it, but I'm still affected, how long is that going to continue for, man? 300, 400, 500 years? How far back do you want to go? Shit, okay. What do you want to go on about us white people? We were slaves once. Muslims took white slaves. You don't see us going on about slavery that affected us 3,000 or whatever years ago? I know it's not the same thing, but you know what? How far back do you want to go?
My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
No, dude, my grandmother was not a slave. You look like you're 20. So I'm guessing you were born in what, 96, maybe? So at the end of the day, your grandma would have been what, 1950s? Not a slave. I get what you mean, but no. More like your great-great-grandmother was a slave. Maybe, even then. But,
I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, and ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes.
I really, this is the thing, people go on about white people saying nigger, but yet you go on and calling white people crackers. Double standards. Hey, even at the end of the day, if you want to go to getting technical, when was the last time you saw a white person call a white person cracker? You go on about, it's alright for you to say nigger because you're black and you say it to your friends that are black. Well, shit, man, we don't even say that to ourselves. What's your excuse for that? And at the end of the day, what, nobody calls you back? Come on, man. Really? You want to pull that shit? What, you going to tell me people don't call you back because of the way you look? Stuff that, man. Bullshit. I challenge anybody that reckons that he's black and he can't get a job. Right? Fucking let go and I guarantee you someone offers them a job and they'll turn around and they'll reject it.
When I ain't making no dough, you think you know everything but you don't. You want to copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa.
Alright, so let's go talking about this whole black culture. No. Rap is not black culture, okay? What, you going to tell me that every black person in the world sings rap? No. At the end of the day, it's pop culture. Alright? It's not black culture. It's pop culture.
Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, just the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken and no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
Dude, do you really think a cop is going to pull you over and start shit for you minding your own business? I know people say that, but I have black friends, and they have never been pulled over because they were just black. If you get pulled over by the cops, and I've been with people that have been black, and we've been pulled over, and there is no problems whatsoever. If you're black and you start shit with the cops, yeah, you're gonna have problems. If you respect them and you talk to them with a little respect and you cooperate, generally you're fine. So, no, I'm sorry. Bullshit.
And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that.
So this is this whole white lash that I think it was Van Jones was talking about. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. I think it was some other YouTuber I was watching his video. I'll put a link to it in the video actual description. He was saying that at the end of the day, the people that voted for Barack Obama also voted for Trump. But it's the poor areas, the working class that voted for Trump that also voted for Barack Obama. And dude, I would have voted for Barack Obama. I would have. I thought he was actually going to do a decent job. And then he sold fucking ICANN and didn't close Guantanamo Bay and all that sort of bullshit and went back on all his promises and started dropping bombs more than fucking anybody. At the end of the day, he was just a puppet. That's why I didn't like Barack Obama at the end. But yeah, man, running his president campaign, I would have voted for him. Would have been a fool, but I would have.
I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracking within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but
I don't even know where to start on that. Look, yeah, I get this is the stereotypical, black response. Dude, the amount of people that voted for Trump, they did not vote for him because they have a problem with blacks. The people voted for Trump because of A, they're working class, and B, because he can shitpost. And he's a fuck the New World Order, fuck the government, fuck the deep state. That's why Trump won, people. It's not a friggin' secret. He is a anti-New World Order, working class. He hit the jackpot. He had blackjack. At the end of the day, he had all the right cards, and he played them brilliantly.
I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit.
North Korea is not going to start shit. The people that go on about North Korea, I'm sorry, no. It's Kim Jong-un he knows if he starts shit with America, he is going to have a city of glass. And that's it. He launches one missile, the US will bombard his country with bombs. By the time that one of his bombs even gets close, the US, they've launched everything they've got. And even if that one bomb of his gets through, holy shit, there is nothing left of North Korea for him to return fire again. He knows that. He's not going to do shit, man.
You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not.
Dude, if you get stopped by the cops and you have problems with being worrying if you're going to die or not, you need to stop watching mainstream media. Okay? At the end of the day, you're actually more likely to be shot being white than you are being black. That's actually a study that was actually being done. So drop that shit for a start. And what? You go on about Trump and about racism and everything. What were you going to do? Vote for Hillary? Really? You wanted to vote for that one? You don't reckon she's worse? Literally met the founder of the KKK and had lunch with him back in the day. Who goes on about, getting people off who in the court case. Like, do some research on Hillary, dude. She was terrible. And she is a bigger racist than Trump ever will be. And you're going to vote for that? Knock it off, man. Leave it alone. And what, Bernie? Oh, jeez. Like, guys, you go on about Trump being racist. Hillary was worse. Trust me, we all dodged a bullet on her.
Worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, or we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist.
The whole I love you and I hate you at the same time, that's because they hate the white guys, apparently, but they also have to love them because they fund them. So at the end of the day, it's that sort of, they hate you because of who you are, but they love you at the same time because of the support that you give them, apparently.
It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist, but there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine.
They're gonna hug. They're gonna hug, aren't they?
Can't erase the scars with a bandage.
Bromance!
I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
We need more hugs in the world. Free hugs. So guys, look, at the end of the day, I like this video. I don't agree with everything they've said, but I like the message that it does say at the end. Here we're all human until race disconnects us, religion separates us, politicals divide us, and the wealth classifies us. It is very, very true. Now, at the end of the day, he does have a lot of good points, and I'm glad that someone is actually talking about this instead of this whole, because at the end of the day, it's the Democrats. They want to divide people. They want to separate everybody. You look at the progressive left. Everything is divided into groups. It's this identity politics. This is what would have won if Hillary had won. Like, this is how much of a bullet that you dodged. You look at identity politics. They want to divide everybody and segregate everybody. We even have now where the left wants to self-segregate people depending on race. Really? That's your solution. A KKK alt-right version of self-segregation. That's your idea. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you like this video? Do you hate it? Do you think I got anything right? Do you think I got anything wrong? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, I'll see you guys in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.